the Cincinnati Bengals, who were victorious against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but lost more than just a game, as Adam Schefter is reporting that Joe Burrow will be needing surgery on his foot and he will be out for potentially 3 months. So, once again, I think this is 3 out of 6 seasons in his career. Joe Burrow is going to have a season ending injury. Last year was healthy, the year before had a tendon issue, and it's just a very disappointing outcome for the Cincinnati Bengals and for Joe Burrow as a whole, right? I mean, look at he's this extremely talented quarterback, somebody who is kind of a face of the league in a way, and every other year he's out, but we know how good he can be. We know that he got them to a Super Bowl. We know that he got them to an AFC championship game. But as the years go on and these injuries accumulate and he can't be relied on to be available, there's got to be a little bit of like, what are we doing here? I mean, the Dolphins are in a very similar situation. Granted, Joe Burrow has played much better when he's healthy than Tua, but when, Tua plays, you're always worried that he might get hurt for the season, and that was the case for Joe Burrow. Here, where do they go from here? Where do the Bengals go? I think it's pretty clear that they need to make a move. I mean, they're 1-1 or 2-0, actually. They don't need to panic, but without Joe Burrow, I'm sure they are. And I think that the name that makes the most amount of sense is Jameis Winston, the Giants' backup quarterback. I mean, look, Jameis Winston's not going to start. Russell Wilson's the starter. He had a great game yesterday, despite the Giants ultimately losing. But eventually, if anybody's going to replace Russell Wilson, it's going to be Jackson Dart, right? So, where does that leave Jameis Winston? I mean, I guess unless both those players get hurt, there's no real need for him to step in. So, I would imagine that the Bengals could call up the Giants and work out a deal and, roll with Jameis Winston. Will it work out for sure? I don't know, but it'll be fun. Jameis Winston's a very fun quarterback, if nothing else. Him throwing to Jamar Chase, they could put up some pretty mind-boggling numbers. I mean, Jamar Chase already is always putting up mind-boggling numbers, so I think that's the route the Bengals should